What's up, YouTube? You're Inside the Edge, and I hope everyone's having a good day, a good Monday. We're going to start off the week right, and today I'm going to talk some football. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you like this channel, if you like the content, subscribe. And if you like this video, drop a like. It will help my channel grow, expand, and that's all I'm trying to do on this channel. So with that being said, guys, I definitely want to talk about Philly. I definitely think this is a big story for Philly fans. I mean, for so long, with draft picks and stuff, I know that's been a huge issue with Philly fans when it comes to the draft, because Howie Roseman, you guys can debate whether he's a good GM or bad GM, but it's just not really looking good for him. Every draft pick, every year just seems like, it's always a question mark for certain players that he drafts. But this is his 22nd season, and Philly, we got to just see what happens with him moving forward. I mean, he's been with this team for 2 decades, and he brought you guys a Super Bowl, and we'll see what's moving forward. But the main thing that's really important is how Philly's going to get that 3rd pick because of the deal that transpired earlier, 2 summers ago. When that deal was made, when the trade was made for Carson Wentz. And, as of right now, Philly, like I mentioned before, what everything really came down to with Wentz was, can he be healthy? And, is he a liability? Him turning over the ball was also another major factor to why it was just so easy for Philly to let him go as a quarterback, because, his first years in Philly, he was really good. He had MVP conversation with Dak and who's going to have the better career. But it just seems like things just went sour for Wentz, and just everything that's been happening with this organization. It was just like a really, really bad breakup. But with all that being said, guys, like I said, this season, throughout 14 games, Carson Wentz, he's actually played 97.6% of his snaps. He only missed 22 snaps out of 928 offensive plays. So, he's been healthy all season. I know the Colts, they had a really rough start. I believe they probably started off the season. I believe they were like 1-4 or something crazy like that. But as of right now, I believe they're 7-6 with the Patriots win. And now they're in title contention to maybe compete for the wild card, is looking like. And I can't get over that, man. And Wentz, he played bad in that game. I don't even think he passed for over 100 yards, and he still managed to beat us. But a lot of credit goes to that Taylor, man. This dude is an MVP candidate. This guy, he's putting up huge numbers. But yeah, so it's but good news for Philly fans, like I mentioned. So with that 22nd round pick is going to turn into a 1st-round pick because of Wentz playing over 75% of his passes. And I believe that 1st-round pick is going to be a mid-round 1st-round draft pick. So I believe it's going to be between 12 and 20 if I did my research correctly. But overall, like I said, with Philly, you guys have the picks now, and now it's all about what are you guys going to do with these picks. And like I mentioned before, Philly fans, I know you guys, as far as last year's draft, I know you guys weren't too happy with some of the draft picks that you guys decided to, pick up. Obviously, Devontae Smith was the best option. That was obviously a good grade draft pick. And then, in the 2nd round, you guys got London Dickerson from Alabama. You got him in the 2nd round. In the 3rd round, you guys got Milton Williams. I believe he's a D tackle for Louisiana Tech. And, this guy, I'm not really sure where he's at with Philly. I don't know if he's played this season, but people are saying he wasn't so much of a good draft pick. Kenneth Gainwell, running back from Memphis, you guys picked him up in the 5th round last year. And I don't know how you guys feel about him as well. I don't think people were too excited about that draft pick. So, obviously last year, you guys can grade it however you guys feel, but I don't think last year was the best draft picks, good draft for you guys. But, this year, what does Philly need? I guess that's like the biggest question. Who are you guys going to go after in this year's draft? Personally, if you ask me from an outside perspective, with me, I would say in the 1st round, Philly should go for a corner. I think a corner would be necessary. Darius Slay, I like the production that he's doing. And Devontae Maddox, I believe, is your 2nd corner. I believe I believe he's your second corner. Yeah, Vontae Maddox, Steven Nelson. I'm not too sure about Steven Nelson, how you guys feel about him. But I definitely think Philly should go after a corner. I believe an offensive lineman should be something that Philly should consider. And maybe in the first round, believe it or not, maybe go for a receiver. Like I said, Devontae Smith, he's going to be your franchise wide receiver for a while. I don't see Devontae Smith leaving Philly forever. I think you guys are going to give him a major contract. He's going to put up big numbers. He's going to have 1,000-yard receiving seasons. Don't even worry about that. But, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, this guy has potential. But I'm not really too sure, how you guys feel about him. His potential is there, but I don't see him being a number 2 or anything like that. I believe Philly. I believe your number 2 receiver is Jalen Regner. Jalen Regner. I'm sorry. I believe he should be your number 2 receiver. But outside of that, Greg Ward, I'm not, really too I don't really know what to say about his game. I haven't really watched much of him. And then you guys have Watkins, a speedster. You guys can use him as a weapon. But I think Philly is still looking for that number 3 guy, and I think if you guys go high on the draft for a receiver, I think that can help you guys out. But, but overall, Philly, for whatever reason, I feel like Philly might go for a quarterback. I don't know why, that's like my gut feeling. But at the same time, I do know like this year's draft class isn't really good. It's not one of the best, I can say. It's definitely not one of the best. As far as quarterbacks, I can't even tell you off the top of my head of like what would be a good position, like what quarterbacks could Philly even draft or anything. I mean, this year, I don't know what's going on with college football. Even college basketball is the same thing. I mean, it's kind of difficult kind of making some of these videos because, we're not really seeing like eye-popping talent, in this year's draft. I mean, there's going to be some good players, some good, corners, but I don't think this is an eye-popping draft class. But with Philly fans, I definitely want to ask you guys, I mean, who do you think, Philly should go for in the first round? Do you think it should be a CB? Do you think you guys should go for a running back? I mean, you guys tell me what you guys think. I mean, but as far as running backs, I mean, I think it's solid. Miles Sanders, he's having a productive year. Jordan Howard, he's a solid number 2. And then Boston Scott being the 3rd string. He's a guy that you guys can use for, bubble screenplays, wide receiver screenplays. I mean, this guy's short, quick, and he's like a little Darren Sproles for you guys. But I definitely think maybe a receiver, offensive line, and maybe a corner, or maybe a defensive end, maybe somebody coming off the edge will be good. I think Philly could maybe use somebody on defense. So we're going to see how Philly is going to piece up this team defensively or offensively. But Howie Roseman, he is in the hot seat, and this guy has to deliver for you guys. But with that being said, guys, looks like we're on 8 minutes, and I definitely want to I don't want to stretch out this video too long, but, you guys give me your opinion on how you guys feel about Howie Roseman. Do you think he's going to mess this draft up, or do you think he might redeem himself and really get some good pieces for you guys to move forward? I understand Philly's in a rebuilding situation, so this is big for you guys. And, Carson Wentz, he came through, he played a lot of his snaps, and he moved on, and looks like you guys moved on to a really good quarterback. Hurts, I believe in him. Definitely has a lot more to improve on, but Hurts is your guy, and I think you guys should stick with him. But with that being said, guys, I hope everyone's having a good day. Eagle fans, tell me what you guys think about this big deal of getting 3 first-round draft picks. That's like really exciting, but at the same time, it's going to be nerve-wracking for you guys coming April. So have a good day, guys. See you guys on my next video. Peace. Have a good one.